Alright, so today we are going to learn another software which is Creo 7, and this is the basic interface of Creo when you begin it. So this is the system appearance, how the system, if you click on it, you just open another menu in which you can edit whatever you want, like model display how you want, show datums, okay, whatever you want to edit over here, all the entities. Default model only orientation is isometric. I'll select it, or let it be trimetric. Yeah, so system appearance default theme, dark theme can also be used. Okay, I click on OK. See, now we are in the dark theme. Okay, again I'll click on model display. Okay, entity displays are the different entities that you're going to display. Selection, yeah, you can select whatever feature you want and you can highlight it. Assembly and everything. Sheet metal. So these are the settings. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to create a new part. Alright, you can set the working directory from here. You can open any file from here. Okay, so fine, now we'll create a new part over here. Okay, what we'll do is firstly we'll set a working directory. New volume, inventor, yeah, here I'll create a folder for Creo. Okay, I'll click on OK. Now I'll start with a new file. So this is how a new file will open. First of all, you can click on layout, or you can click on sketch. Sketch will only give you a sketcher menu, like it is only used for 2D drafting. Part will give you 3D modeling, everything. Assembly will give you assembly parts and everything. You can also create a part in assembly. Drawing, I'll teach you. So we're going to learn about part, assembly and drawing. Sheet metal I'll also explain to you. So to set units, first of all you have to uncheck this command over here, and now you click on OK, and now you can see, now you can set the unit you want. If you don't uncheck it, it will take whatever unit that is considered previously or whichever is normal. So I'll select here I'll select MMS part solid. Okay, absolute, yeah, I'll select this. Just check what else we have over here. Okay, we are not having MMS part solid. Yeah, that this thing looks fine. Click on absolute. Click on OK. Now it will open the entire menu. Do not take the dark theme because it is creating issues for us. Okay, so this is the light theme that we have selected, and here okay, so this is the basic menu that you'll see. Okay, when you open the first part file in Creo parametric, so this is the menu in which you can set the references and everything, the plane and everything. Here you can sketch to show you each and every command. These are your planes, front, right, top, bottom, whatever they are. Okay, so if you want to hide them, you can click on this. You can basically clicking on okay, we'll hide this. So see, one plane is gone. Again click on it. I think we by mistakenly we hid both of them. So now we want to show them. So click on show. Click on show. Okay, so this is the short menu which comes over here. This is for sketch, this is for extrude, for revolve, plane, for pattern, for mirror. These are the various commands. This is suppress if you want to suppress anything and everything. Okay, so now we'll begin with our first part. Okay, So you can see the sketch option over here. Okay, first of all I'll show you analysis and everything, what else it contains. It contains annotate. This is live simulation is used for if you want to do any simulation. If you want to do any simulation, everything. Annotate is used for annotating, giving dimensions, everything. Tools are just used for whatever tools you have. View, again, the appearances, the solid, how you want to appear, like if you want edge display style, shaded edges, or whatever you want. Flexible modeling is nothing but if you want to attach like bosses, cuts and everything, that is used for it. Applications is if you want to use it in simulation or everything, flow analysis or anything like rendering, that is used for applications. So I told you what is the entire image. Now we'll start with the first part. I'll click on sketch. Sorry for the noise. Okay, I'll sketch. Now have to select plane. Okay, I'll select. No. First of all, what you have to do is I'll cancel this again. Cancel this. I'll say yes. Okay. First of all, I have to select a plane on which I have to sketch. I select this plane. I click on sketch. I don't know why it is not using. Basically, it automatically becomes normal, but in this case, it is not becoming normal, so I have to read. Again, cancel. Yes. I'll click on this plane. Place, but everything looks fine. This thing happens normally, like I did over here. Okay, if you don't see, if you didn't saw what I did, and I click on this and show and hide. Now see, if I want a plane, if I click on this plane, if I click on sketch over here, it usually goes normal automatically, but I don't know why it is not. So I'll just sketch. I'll just click on OK. I'll click on this option. Oh, there's an issue over here. Okay, so I have to do the entirely like this now. Okay, no issue. I'll click on sketch. I'll select this plane. Plane is already selected. Now we'll check what commands we have over here. Sketch setup is here, which is not used basically. What is this? Reference is okay. References I don't want. This is sketch view. Okay. Now these are the various functions in a sketch element. So first of all, we go with line. I'll click on this point. I'll click on this point. I click on this point. Yes. Okay. And now, if I have to end the command, I have to press on the middle mouse button, and you will come out of the command. So that is how to come out of the command. You have to press the middle mouse button if you want to come out. If you want to come out of the command. Okay. Okay. So now, if you move the cursor, the middle mouse button forward, if you scroll it forward, it will zoom out. If you scroll it towards yourself, it will zoom in. So this is basically. So this is a line that you can draw. What else you can draw? There is a tangent line. Okay, now this is important to see. Like when you have a close sketch, that sketch will turn yellow. So that you have to consider. Okay, if you are creating an incomplete or you can see this option over here. This eye. This. If you click on this, see it is gone. If you click on this again, now it is showing me that the sketch that I've created is completely enclosed and there are no hidden. There are no all the points of the lines are connected and there's no any feature which is open. Okay, this is the closed area. This is used for basically showing the points, and this is overlapping geometry. So I'll also turn this on. This is new group and everything. Okay, no issue. First of all, we click on line tangent. I'll click on okay. For that you need a circle. Click on circle. Okay. Now I'll click on line tangent I'll click on this line, and you can see the line will get tangent to the circle. So this finishes line. Rectangle, corner to corner rectangle. You can create a corner to corner rectangle, or you click on this, you click center rectangle, you click on center, it will form rectangle to center. Okay, come out of the command, middle mouse button. Slanted rectangle is nothing but if I give this point, this point, this point. Okay, now if I want a slant to this side, see, parallelogram is nothing but it will create a parallelogram. I want this way, see. If I want another parallelogram which angle is very much steep parallelogram. Okay. Next we go on circle center point. I showed you again. Circle center. With circle on concentric circle. I click on this point. I click on this. See, it will keep on creating concentric circles. Okay. I will just delete whatever I created. Now next we have a 3-point circle. First point, second point, third point. See. Next we have a tangent circle. Okay, for that you need a triangle. I click on line and create a huge triangle. I click on the middle mouse button. Now I'll click on circle by 3 tangent. I'll select this tangent, select this one, and finally I select this one. Now you can see I've created a circle inside a triangle using tangent circle method. Next we have an arc, 3-point arc. If I click on this point, I can create a 3-point arc. Center and ends, it's nothing but I give a center and I give an end and I draw whichever side I want. So that is a center and arc. And 3, this is create an arc tangent to 3 entities. Okay. Like if I want this entity, I want this entity, I want this entity. See, I created the arc between them. So that is a 3 tangent. Concentric is nothing but if I give a center point, I give a arc over here. Okay, again I'll give an arc over here. It will keep on creating arcs, whatever you want. So that is basically concentric arc. Conic arc is nothing but you give a point, okay, you give another point, and now it will create a conic. See, it will give a conic. Okay, we'll move on to the next things. Arc is finished, arc is completed. Ellipse is nothing, axis, you give the axis, this axis, and you give the this thing, and you give the height, major and minor axis. Done. Another ellipse is center, you give a center, and then you give a major axis, and then you give a minor axis. See, one more ellipse. Spline, you click on spline, you click on points, and you will form a spline by points. Middle mouse button to come out of the fillet. We now fillet for this fillet. First of all, you create a rectangle, a center rectangle. Okay. Now I'll show you fillet. So the first fillet is circular fillet. Give 1, 2, circular fillet. Radius it will select automatically. Okay. Which other fillet do we have? Circular trim fillet. Like it is used to connect 2 entities of an arc. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, I'll just use it over here in circular. This. See, the radius is different in this, so that can also be used. Elliptical is nothing but it will create an elliptical. See, it is a bit elliptical away. It is not entirely circular, it is elliptical. Next, we'll elliptical trim. Elliptical trim is the same. Okay, so fillet is over. Now we'll go on to. Now you can see these relations are coming in. These are very important. Always keep them on. Okay, now we'll go to chamfer. First of all, I will use this. Click on chamfer. First point, second point. select automatic. If you want to edit it, you can do dimensions. If you do the click on dimensions, you can do this line. Or else you can do is double click on this dimension, make it 15, return 15. I want this to be 10. Left mouse button until it turns green, double click on it, 10, enter. So that is how we use chamfer. So for chamfer is chamfer tool is you just if you press the middle mouse button and rotate, If you want original view to become just click on the option over there. Must be an option over there. If you are sketching on which view, I don't remember which view it was. Left view maybe. Okay, it was a left. Okay, so chamfer. We are doing this chamfer. This chamfer over. Select this line and say this line. You see, we directly create a chamfer. Text is nothing but we just use to add a text on the line. Right, actually, you can see this. It is written HUT, but it is written in the opposite. Yes, select this. What is this? Which view is this? I took the right view or Okay, what else we have? Text type done. Offset is nothing but it is used to create offset entities. So I'll just control Z again everything. I'll create a rectangle. At this point, I'll create a click on offset. Okay, I'll select single. I'll close this. Enter offset in the direction of arrow. Single offset. Maybe 10 mm. And see, it will create an offset of 10 mm. I click on close and see it has created an offset of 10 mm. So that is how you can create offset. Okay, so you click on offset, you click on the entities you want to mirror. Okay, I'll do a thing. I'll offset all these points of 10 mm. You can select Alt key and you can also select again chain. Again press 10. I'll select chain in this one. See, now it will create chain. Next, accept. I'll now pick 10. Now it will create offset for both these lines. Okay, so this is how you use offset command. Okay, thicken is nothing but it is used to I'll show you thicken later. Centerline is nothing but you click on this thing, you give on this center, it will create a infinite centerline. So that is centerline. Okay, now tangent centerline is nothing but like if you have a circle over here. Center point 1, 2. Okay, now I click on center tangent. I'll click this curve. I'll click this curve. Now see, a centerline has been formed between these two circles over. So that is basically a centerline. Okay, next we have a point. You can just click wherever you want a point. That will create a point. And later you can see, you can give dimensions to this point. So that is basically how point works. Coordinate system, it will create an entirely new coordinate system for you wherever you want. And you can link your multiple coordinate systems, you can measure them from the original point. Now we'll see what's in the palette. In palette you can create a 5-sided polygon. I click on this, I drag it. See, a polygon is formed. You can edit or change, like if I want it to be 200, see its size. Angle maybe 25 degrees. Okay, position, I can move it all around. Okay, so this is basically a polygon. You can also create a 3-sided triangle, a 4-sided triangle, 16-sided hexadecimal. I've never heard about it before, so you can do that. Okay, click on this one, you can create infinite center lines. Click on this one, you can create infinite points. Okay, this is again the axis that you want. So this is basically the same thing. Now we'll move on to this one. What is this? Modify. Basically, when we modify dimensions and everything, anything you want, that time it is used. So if I create a rectangle over here, okay. Now I click on modify. I click on this one. Double click on it. It will not modify. But if I move this function and click on escape, or I click the middle mouse button, now I can edit it. So this is nothing but this is a very this is my favorite command, delete segment. It will just delete. This is the trim in this software. No, this is the corner. This is divide. Where is trim? Oh god, where is trim? This is the trim. Yeah, this was trim itself. Okay, I'll just show you how to trim. If I have two lines like this, if I have a star like this, and now I have to trim, I click on this trim command over here. I click and the entities would get trimmed automatically. Okay, so this is how you use trim command. Corner trim is nothing but it trims a corner. Like if I created two rectangles. Let's see corner trim works. Click on this one. I give on this thing. See, it will. What did it do? I didn't get it. What is it doing? Oh god, I've created a mess over here. Okay, I'll click on rectangle again. I'll click on the rectangle. I'll click on another rectangle which is maybe above this thing. Okay. Now I'll do is I'll create a line like this, and now let's check corner trim. Oh, now you can see it has trimmed whatever we want. Again, I'll click on corner trim. I'll click on this corner. I click on this corner. Okay, no, it requires a line. Click on this line. Click on this line. Let's see. It will trim the corners. If you hover around it, it will tell you trim entities, cut, or you can also extend. Okay, extend. You can directly create an extend. This is a divide. Like if you want to click on this divide, click on this line, you can divide into many parts of it. Now if you want to delete this part, you can see you can just delete one entity and it will delete the entity. So that is delete. What else do we have? This is, what is this? Okay, these are the various constraints that you can give. What is this? Constraint. We can give constraints. So click on line. Okay. Press middle mouse button. I click on circle. Now what I want to do is I want this line to click on tangent. I click on my line. I click on my circle. Okay, now my circle has become tangent. No issue. Click on tangent. I click on this line. I click on this circle. Okay, it is creating a tangent constraint between them, but I don't know why the constraint is not coming with tangent. I can create a line. I'll press on tangency. I click on this line. I click on this line. See, now it is becoming tangent. Okay, this is symmetric. Like to make sequence two parts symmetric. This is used to make two lines equal. Now, if I click on line over here, if I have this line, if I have less line over here. Okay, now I click on this one. What is this now? Yeah, this is equal. And I click on this and I click on this. See, both of them will become equal. If you check the dimensions, both of them are equal. Okay. So now we have seen constraints. There are various types of constraints you can give. Collinear constraint is nothing but it just merges on that point. This is a collinear constraint. Like if I create a line, okay, if I created a point over here, if I click this point, and if I click on collinear, if I click on this line, if I click on this point see, the point becomes collinear. Where's the point? The line becomes collinear to that point. It's basically it comes on that line itself. So that is collinear. Dimensions is nothing. You can just click. You can just give dimensions. I have selected automatic dimensions over here. So if you want, like, you can also change it. But you can easily work with auto dimensions. Okay. Construction mode is something, when you click on construction mode, whatever you create, it will be considered as a construction. Whatever you create, it will create as a construction mode. And you can't, if you turn this mode off, if you want this, you can't change it. Okay, so that is basically the construction. Control S to save a file. Okay. So I believe this will entirely sum up our entire sketching menu in a small bit, but it explains everything. Okay, this is nothing but mirror. I have to show you mirror. So if I go again, press Ctrl Z, I have to remove everything. I click on a rectangle over here. Now I have a line over here. Okay, I'll now click on mirror over here. If you drag, you press Ctrl and you have to select entities. Sorry, I just dropped my mic. Okay, so we were learning mirror. What I'll do is I'll click on I'll click on this entity over here. I'll create a line first of all. Now what I'll do is I'll click on this entire thing. I selected everything. I click on mirror. Now it is asking me for a line. I'll give it a line and it will mirror that entire component. Okay, so that is mirror basically. Always keep this on. Inspections, tangency points, everything. Intersection points should be on always. Okay. So this will sum up our entire grid display. You can give a grid display to your menu from here. Click on setup, click on display, grid display if you want grid display, if you don't want it. Snapping settings, snap to grid, grid settings, line style if you want, orientation, everything can be displayed over. Okay, so this has entirely summed up our sketcher menu. Okay. Okay, so now we'll talk about the modeling. How can we do modeling of parts? So I'll create a new file. Click on this checkbox so that I can get to edit the parts I want. MMS part, solid, absolute. Alright, now what I'll do is I'll basically create a sketch. Now see, if I click on sketch, this menu comes up. I click on the front plane, I'll sketch on it. Now to become normal to that plane, I'll view normal, this view. Alright, so now I'll create a rectangle. I click on take. Now I click on extrude. Now to rotate, you have to press the middle mouse button. You have to hold the middle mouse button. And to pan, you have to press on shift, middle mouse button, and then you can pan. Shift and middle mouse button to pan. So yeah, I'll take it 384. Now we have created a key. Let's hide this. It causes a lot of obstruction. Alright, so now you saw how I extruded it. If you right click on this, dimensions. Edit dimensions. Because this is select for parents. Edit references. Edit definition. Now in edit definition, here you can see I can convert it into a surface if I want. Only the surface. You can see it has been extruded in the surface. There is no solid. So if I check on solid, it becomes solid. Now I can extrude it from the middle, or else I can extrude it from one side. If I click on this flip button, it is used to flip the direction. Alright. So you can also do like if you want side 1, side 2. If I click side 1, side 2 bind, if I want it to be 200 from this side, you can see add taper. I can also add taper of maybe 5. See, it will taper itself. You can see it is creating a taper shape. So I can also do that. So this is basically how you extrude. Click on OK. Now on this object, now we see. Okay, I'll just Control Z again. Now we have a sketch. We have now we'll apply the revolve command. We'll select this sketch to revolve and this axis to revolve. See, now it will revolve it around 360 degrees. If I want maybe 270, let's see, 270. If I want 180, if I want surface, it will create a surface, an internal surface. This is a hollow surface. Alright. Symmetric if you want, variable if you want. So this is basically revolve. Okay guys, I have explained you the extrude and the revolve command. Now we move on to the sweep command. So how can we use the sweep command? First of all, we require a sketch. So I'll click on this plane, I'll sketch on the plane, I'll be normal to this plane. Now first of all, I'll draw a spline. Okay, I'm not going to draw a bigger spline. Okay, now we have a spline over here. I click on OK. Now I'll click on this sweep command first of all. Okay, now I'll click on references. Now I have to sketch. I'll give the direction from here. Now I have to sketch and I have to draw the profile. Okay, now I'll take this point as the profile over here, or this point, because I've drawn it from the UCS. So I'll click on circle. I'll become normal to the sketch plane. Okay, now I have to see where my UCS is. I'll select on this point. I'll draw a circle. Okay, but you can also dimensionalize the circle. Like if I want a circle of maybe 25. Okay, I click on OK. Now you can see it has turned it into a sweep. So this is how you can use the sweep command. Alright. So okay, now we'll move on to the next one. The next thing that we are going to learn is the helical sweep. So for helical sweep, again we have to sketch on maybe this plane. Sketch. Now I'll click on this thing to become normal to the sketch plane. Now first of all, for the helical sweep I need an axis. So I select this point and I select this. You can see it becomes, now I have the axis. Okay, I created an axis now. Now I need basically the distance from which my plane would, or my helix would form. So I'll create a line in this way. Okay, I'll click on OK. Now what I have an axis and I have the diameter, the base diameter from which the helix will pass. Now I'll click on helical sweep. Okay. Now it is asked. Now it is selected the pitch automatically according to the length. Okay. Now I'll click on sketch. I'll maybe define the type of profile I want for my helix. Circle. I'll again take a circle and select this point. Okay. I'll click this one. Click on OK, and you can see now it has formed the helix. Pitch value, if I take it like 10, no, 10 is very much. 50. See, it is forming a helix this way. Click on OK, and here you can see a completely formed helix. So now I'll tell you a command for swept blend. So to create swept blend, first basically you require a sketch like this, a curve on any plane like this. After you have created the curve, you have to click on swept blend. You have to give the curve on which curve you want. You have to give the direction. Alright, and now click on sections. Now this is the first section that you have to sketch. Click on sketch, click on this point, and then click on normal to sketch. Create a circle over here, a big circle. Click on OK. Now this is the section 1. Insert this section. Now you have to create another section. Click on section 2, sketch. Now click on this point. Okay, again turn normal to the sketch plane. Click on circle diameter, another circle I want, maybe in smaller in diameter. Click on OK. Now you can see a swept blend is formed. So this is a swept blend. The next thing that we are going to learn is a blend. To create blend, we again create a new sketch. First of all, I'll do a thing. I'll create one more plane. In this direction, I'll click on this plane. I want offset from this plane maybe 500. Let's see how much is 500. Okay. Now I click on this plane. I'll click on sketch. I'll turn normal to the sketch plane. Okay, here I'll draw a rectangle. I click on OK. Now you can see there must be a rectangle over here. Okay, there is a rectangle. Now I don't know where it went. Okay, now I'll correct this sketch over here. I'll click on sketch. I'll turn normal to this plane, and now I'll draw. Okay, now we'll learn what is blend. So I'll click on blend. First of all, I'll sections. I'll select first section. No, I'll do a thing. I'll firstly draw sketches on these planes. Now I'll use this plane. I'll sketch this plane. I'll click on a rectangle which is normal this way. I'll click on OK. Alright, now here I have also created a rectangle on this plane over here. So now I click on blend. I select selected sections, confirm. Now I'll select this one, and then I'll select this one, insert, and then I'll select this one, and you can see that a blend has formed over here. So this is basically a blend. Alright, so we'll move on to the final, which is rotational blend. To create a rotational blend, I'll click on rotation blend first of all. Alright, now I'll click on sections. I want a solid or you want a surface, whatever it is you have to select. I click on define. Now I'll select this plane. I'll click on sketch and I'll turn onto this mode. And then first of all I'll remove this because I've tried this different ways. in which I don't know why I cannot delete this. Okay, no issue. So here now I have to sketch. Okay, I'll click on rectangle. I'll click on rectangle of this kind, and I'll click on centerline. I'll give any point. I'll create a vertical center. I click on OK. Now you can see it has created circular this thing. I want it like 120 degrees. Yeah, 119. Because 120 above 120 we can't make it this. Okay. Because sections, now we have completed our first section with the axis and everything. For second section you have to click on section number 2 over here. Click on sketch. Okay, now you have to click on this to get aligned. Now you can see that there is a small outline which comes over here where you can sketch the part you want. Okay, so I'll basically I want a smaller rectangle. Okay, or maybe a rectangle of this kind. Or this kind. Okay, I click on OK, and now you can see that you have created a solid surface. Okay, if you want to create a blower kind of thing, I can just turn it to surface, and you can see here that it becomes a surface. So this is basically rotation blend. Always remember you require axis. So whenever you draw a profile, don't forget to create a center line on this side or on whatever side you are creating, because that is through it will rotate. Alright, so these commands we have completed, all the shapes and everything we have completed. Now okay, I click on model, and now we'll see what is round. I'll click on round, I'll click on the edge I want. Maybe we'll create a new part. I created an inches part solid, no issue. Okay, now we have to study these parts over here. What is hole, round, shaft, lip, draft, and everything. Cosmetic sketch. Okay. Click on sketch. Click on the first plane. Click on sketch. Become normal. That sketch over here. And now I'll draw a rectangle over here. I'll click on this rectangle, I'll click on OK, I'll then click on extrude. Okay, I'll click whatever dimensions it is. Now first of all we'll study what is round. If I click on round over here, if I click on this edge over here, you can see the edge becomes round. The diameter, you can give the diameter over here, or the radius over here. Okay, or also here also. I click on OK and see now it has turned into a fillet. Auto round is again the same thing. Chamfer is nothing but you select this part over here, this line, and see it will chamfer the entire line. Okay. What is left? Corner chamfer. Okay, now what is corner chamfer? I'll click on the corner chamfer button. I'll give this corner. I'll click on OK, and you can see it has created a corner chamfer. The dimensions, everything you can give easily. Okay. Now I have to show you shell. Shell is nothing but you click on shell, you click on this part, and it becomes shell from inside. So that is that face is removed, and the entire part becomes a shell. The thickness you can give over here. Okay, so that was shell. Again I turn this on. Now we'll alright, draft is left. So I'll click on draft. Okay. Now if I have to create a draft in this direction, maybe a draft in this way, a triangle over here. So what I'll do is I'll click on references. Now it is asking me the hinges, the hinge around which the draft will take. I'll consider this edge as my hinge. Alright, it is asking me the pull direction. I'll give the pull direction this plane. And now I have to click on items, the planes that I have to draft. I'll select this plane and this plane. Now you can see it is becoming orange. That means it has selected these two planes, and this is the angle if you want to create a draft and remove material, you can do it this way, or else you can also create a draft over here this way. You can give the angle over here. I want angle 45. Click on enter. Now see, you can create a draft this way on any body you like. Alright. So now we'll study the rib command. So I've created this kind of geometry, and now if I want a rib over here between these two faces over here, so basically what I'll do is I'll firstly I click on profile rib. Now it is asking me for references. I'll select a plane. Yeah, I'll select this plane. I'll become normal to this plane. Now I want to create a rib between these two edges over here. So I'll click on my references over here. Now I'll give my first reference. I'll give my second reference. I'll click on close. Now these references are here. Now what I'll do is basically I'll click on the line option over here. I'll give this point. I'll give this point. I'll close it. I'll click on tick. Now see, it is asking me whether I want to rip on the outer face or on the inner section. So I'll change the direction to in over here. Okay, the distance, yeah. Now it wants the distance which side I want. So this side I want for the entire section over here. Alright, I click on OK. Now you can see a rib is formed over here. So that is how you create a rib. Now there's another section in which you can create a rib. Like this rib is known as the trajectory rib. Basically, create a rib. Basically what we are doing is we have to create a box first. Alright, now what I'll do is this extrude, I'll take this ribbon down so that it becomes a shell again, or I'll just do a thing. Yeah, so as you can see here we have created a shell. The extrude feature, I want to edit it. I'll reduce the extrude feature to some small distance, maybe 45 will be okay. Okay, now here you can see that we have the first face open. Now I'll click on a trajectory rib. I'll select, okay, I'll have to select the right face. Okay, I'll again cancel. I'll again select trajectory rib over here. I'll select this upper face over here, this face over here. Okay, I'll align myself normal to this. Now I'll click on line and create line. Multiple lines are created. And put this way. Another this way. This way. This way. Another way. It's the center. Okay. Now see that a rib structure is formed in there. So this was trajectory rib. So now we'll study what is a hole. So basically I've created a hole over here, if you can see. I'll control Z over here, and what I'll do is I'll click on hole first of all. The face that I want, sorry for the noise, the face that I want to create a hole on, maybe on this face or maybe on this face. Now I've created a hole. You can see the hole is already whatever kind. If you want it standard, threaded, simple, standard, whatever. If you want any type of sketch to be considered, or the diameter of the hole, maybe throughout, okay, throughout hole. And now the most important thing is that you have created a hole and now you want to mate it. So you can see these rectangular things over here. So these are necessary to join. Like if I want to give dimensions from this face or from this face, so if you leave it over here, you can see it is showing red. So now I have to select my orientation of the hole. So here I'll select this face over here, see, and here I'll select this face over here. Now you can see if you click over here, you can tick over here. Alright, if you again want to go towards this side, you can go towards this side. So this checkbox never comes until and unless you give the proper these two boxes or these orientations properly over here. Alright, so I click on OK, and now see you have created a hole throughout. Alright, so hole is finished, round is finished, chamfer is finished, rib is finished, cell, draft is finished. Now we'll talk about mirror is nothing but you just mirror this hole about a certain plane. So maybe like if I want to mirror, I click on mirror, I select the mirror plane, this as my mirror plane. You can see automatically the component gets mirrored. Alright, so this was the mirror feature. Pattern is something in which you click on pattern. Alright, now select items. I'll okay, it has already considered hole as my pattern. Okay, no issue. Direction, I'll give this. Okay, now it needs a direction. Okay, maybe I'll take direction. Okay, this is my first direction. Okay, over here. Second direction is over here. Okay, the distance spacing would be more, 20 would be spacing. The spacing would be again 20. Number of members not 2, only 1. Here also number of members are take only. Okay, it is considering 2. Okay, I'll click on OK and let's see. Alright, it has created multiple holes, but the direction that we gave was wrong. So what we'll do is, we'll create another hole. This face. On this face, the diameter would be less. It would be like 20. Okay. And we'll give the this face, yeah. And we'll give this face. Alright. This throughout. We'll consider it throughout. And yeah, okay. Now see, we have created a throughout hole. Now I'll click on this hole and I'll click on pattern. The first direction is asking. So I'll click on pattern type, direction type. Okay, I'll give this face as my direction. I'll click on the direction which I was considering this direction. I don't know what I'm just considering. Yeah, now it is the accurate direction. Number of members maybe 4, and spacing would be 11. 20, I will increase the spacing. I'll make it 30. 30 looks nice. Click on OK, and now you can see I've created 4 holes. Now you can also create in this direction, whatever pattern you want. Here it is another thing, like there's a thing called cosmetic sketch. On cosmetic sketch. Now placement sketch. You can create a cosmetic sketch using the holes that you want. Alright, so now we'll study about assembly in Creo, how to create components and how to assemble them in Creo. So first of all, I'll create two bodies, basically a plate and a cylinder. A plate with a hole, and that cylinder will be inserted in that hole itself. So okay, we'll first of all create a plate of diameter maybe 50. Okay. Now on this plane, I'll sketch a hole. Make it normal on this circle. The diameter of the circle will be 200. Click on OK. Okay, I'll click on extrude. Okay. I'll click on remove material. I'll click on the opposite direction. Click on OK. Okay, now we have a plate. Okay, I'll save it. I'll save it in some folder. Not in which new volume. Okay. I'll save it in Creo. Alright. I'll save it as J1. Why not? The part is not changing its name. I don't know why the part is not changing. Okay, I'll save it as part 1. So now I'll create another new part. Okay. Element pass solid ASM. Okay. Now I'll create sketch a cylinder. Click on OK. Now I'll extrude it. Okay, 200. Alright, now I'll save it again as part 2. Okay. Now I'll create a new file. I'll create assembly. I'll click on OK. MMS ASM design absolute. Okay. Alright, so now we are into the assembly menu. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to insert our components. So alright, let's assemble. This is a option for creating a certain, I would say, like if you have to create a part in the assembly itself, so that this can be used, this command can be used. First of all, click on this assemble, this option over here. I'll see what part it is to preview. I'll click on upwards and see. I can preview both of them. So I'll open my plate first. Okay. So first option is automatical. It becomes default, and because it is the first one, so I'll basically set it to default. Click on OK. Now it is default placed. I'll turn off my plane display. I'll also turn off my this display. Alright, so we have assembled our first component. To drag components, click on object. Now it is fixed, so it can't be dragged. Okay, no issue. Now we'll consider a second object, part 2. Click on open. Now see, this is a gizmo through which you can move, or you can move in this direction, move in that direction, whatever direction. And now for consideration, if I want to rotate this, so I'll click on this and see it rotates and everything. I can do whatever I want. Okay. Now I'll click on placement. Now you have to give constraints. Okay, again, by mistakenly I came out of the menu. Okay, now I'll click on placement, and here we can set what kind of placement you want. Okay, so first of all, what I'll do is this gizmo is looking pretty weird, no issue. I'll click on placement and constraint element. Okay, constraint type, I'll select maybe I'll select first component. Now I'll select the axis of this component, this face and this face. Now I want it to be parallel. So now we can set it into parallel. I can also flip it the direction I want. Okay, again I'll give a new constraint. This time the constraint would be automatic. Automatic. I'll select this axis, I'll select this axis, and I'll select this axis, and it should not, this axis is not coming. See, now I selected the axis, not through distance, coincident. And now see, we have mated our component coincidentally. So this was basically coincident mate. You can click on parallel again, and you can give it a coincident. You can give it a coincident, and see now it is exactly parallel. I'll flip it. Now the component is an exact mate. So this is basically how you can mate the components. There are various different kinds of mates that you can do. So alright, so we'll see what else is left. Which are the assembly Control Z this. Alright, we'll again assemble the same component. Part 2. Open. Again I'll click on placement. I'll select component. I'll select the constraint type. Here I'll select we have finished parallel, coincident, angle offset. Okay. First of all, we'll see what is tangent. So we'll click on tangent, select component assembly, and select this part. This part is tangent to this piece, and here you can see it is tangent. Okay, what else it is showing us? It is tangent, but here you can see it is not touching it. Again I'll click on maybe we will select normal. Will just make the surface normal. So okay, we'll take normal again to help you understand. Select component assembly. I'll select this face. This face is normal to this face, and see, it is now it will be perfectly normal to it. So if you try to move it around, it will not. It is a perfect right angle to each other. This surface and this plane and this surface. Next assembly we'll try is coincident. Click on coincident, click on this face, click on this face. You can see they are not perfectly coincident to each other. If you want some offset, you can also give offset if you want. Distance, you can also give distance if you want. You click on distance and you can give the distance maybe 25 mm. See, it will be 25 mm in the. Now the offset is, if you click on flip over here, it will flip to the opposite side. Alright. So if you give like -25, no change will occur. Okay, so it is not selecting Boolean operations, no issue. So that is how you can make or assemble parts in Creo. Alright. There was still an issue. I didn't knew how, like, if the surface is tangent, what we'll do is we'll again assemble this part, but this time we'll move the tangent. So okay, for placement. In placement, first of all we'll select tangent. We'll select this face and we'll select this face. This face, okay. It is tangent type. Okay, it is tangent, but it is not connecting. It's just becoming tangent. We'll give a new constraint. Now what we'll do is we'll select this face, it's coincident with this face, not distance. It is coincident. Alright, it is coincident. Now what we'll do is we'll again give a new constraint. This time it would be which one is remaining out of this one. Centered and everything are very easy. It will just fix the object wherever it is. Default is it will place it as a default constraint. So that is that. Okay, so what else? Nothing else is remaining, I believe. So this covers up our entire assembly. Alright, so we will now move on to the final this thing, which is click on the new part, and we'll study what is drawing and everything. Alright, again we'll not use the default template. Click on OK. Now we can use whatever template we want over here, or you can also click over here, use template. Maybe I'll use a A4 type template for your practice sheet. The part that you have to select over here, I'll select part 1. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so here you can see already it has created 3 views for you directly. So first of all, if you want to remove them, if you click on this part, if you try to move this, it will not move because it is in lock view movement. Click on it, unlock it, and now if you click on it, you can move it from this place to this place, whatever direction you want. If you want it this way, if you have to delete alignment, right click on this and right click on this part over here. And you can erase it, or you can also erase it from here. Alright, I'll move this also this way towards down so that you will easily understand. I'll again click on this one, I'll bring it more down. Now there's an issue over here. The issue is that it is looking very small. It is looking extremely small in size. So how can I increase the size of this thing? So I double click on this. See how I did? I just double click on my object. Here I'll which view I want, what kind I want. Visible area means what kind of view I want. If I want partial view, half view, I can set it from here. Scale, if I want custom scale, maybe 1. Okay, I click on apply and see. You see that the entire thing has been increased over here. So I'll again click on cancel. I'll control C this. Okay. Oh God, what happened? What happened to this thing? I don't know. Okay, we'll again try this using a new sheet. I don't know what happened. So again I'll click on browse, I'll click part 1, click on open, right, click on OK. Now we are in the new drawing file. Here you can see that there's nothing over here, so no issue, we'll start from the starting general view. Click on default all, click on OK. Orientation, front orientation, OK. I pick this up, I put this over here. Okay, I double click on it. What kind of visible area I want? I don't want sections. The scale, yeah, the default scale, custom scale, I would give maybe 0.5. Click on apply and I'll see how it looks over here. Okay, this 2. Okay, again I take 0.3 to check how can I see this. I click on apply. It looks fine, but I believe 0.28. Let's try 0.28. Okay, now it is looking nearby, but still it is big. 0.25. Let's try it 0.25. Okay, 0.25 looks fine. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll show you sections, like what kind of section. View states. View states, here you can create view display, what kind of view you want. Wireframe, see how it becomes wireframe. Edges display, solid edge, okay. Origin, okay. Alignment, okay. Okay, so this is how you can do. If you want like view states, view type over here, if you want it to be a partial view, you can partial view, so you'll get that partial view. You want full view, apply. Okay, so now we have one, the scale comes. If you want to delete this, you can just delete this and it will just go off somewhere, I don't know. Okay, now I want another view which is exactly projection view. I'll click on this part and now you can see that I have created a projection. Again, double click on it, views display, I want it to be wireframe, and edge I want solid, apply. Now see, I have got another. What I'll do is I'll not take it solid, because what happens is solid edge is showing that whole. Okay, still it is showing that whole. View display, Centerline. Okay, no issue. Next, we again take one more view, projection view. We'll click on this side over here and we'll create a projection view here. Double click on this, turn to view display, make it wireframe or hidden lines. Let's check what hidden lines. Yeah, hidden lines looks nice. Again, here also I'll take a view display. I'll take not center line. I'll take this default and I'll take this hidden. Click on apply, click on OK, and now it is looking nice. Alright. Now here you can here you can see this annotate. This we will use later, but we'll see sheet setup. Okay, we'll click on sheet setup here, and you can also set your sheet over here. It would if you want in or in wanted landscape, rotate, whatever it is. Okay, here you can do that. Here is a small menu which, if you have created another drawing and if you have to copy from that drawing, that you can do. Auxiliary view is very important. You click on auxiliary view, click on this edge. Okay. First of all, you have to select a view and click on auxiliary view, and just okay. There's again the wrong thing that is showing us. Now we'll create a general view over here. Not a general view, maybe edge display. Yeah, you can turn on off the edge display from here, the component display from here. For the revolve view is nothing, but it will just revolve it and everything. That is not detailed view. Yeah, click on detailed view. I'll click on this object. Here I can see I can create a detailed view. See, we have created a detailed view over here, and I can shift this to whatever part I want. So that is basically what a detailed view does. I don't know why I can't delete these things. Okay, so what else is left? Replace model. You can also replace model over here. Projection view. Again, I'll click on this view. What I'll do is I'll create projection here. I'll double click on this and click on auxiliary. Okay, don't let it auxiliary. Click it general. Projection. View display. View state. Where was it? Full view. Yeah, full view. Projection. This thing right. Scale is right. Sections. Let's check over here. View display. Yeah, what kind of view I want. Okay, let it be with shading with edges. Origin alignment. Now we are losing something here. View type. Oh, where did it go, yaar? It's in view display, I believe. No, it is not in view display. Origin looks fine. Alignment looks fine. View type, it is showing projection. I click on general. No. Auxiliary. So now we'll see how to annotate all these parts that we have sketched. I'll click on annotate, and now you can see here there's a new bar which shows all the annotations. So I click on dimensions first of all. Click on dimensions, and I'll click on the link that I want and see. This is how you can dimensionize. You double click on this symbol and you can edit what font you want, what tolerance you want, or whatever it is. Alright, so I'll move on to the next one. Again, I'll show you one more dimension. Okay, now we'll see what is geometric tolerance. First of all, we click on it, and here you can see a small this thing comes over here, which a feature frame comes over here, which tells you what the position tolerance of this hole is. This control C again. Geometric tolerance. I click on my hole, and middle mouse button I'll press it, and this is tolerance which is with respect to what datum you want. These are the datum symbols and everything. Okay, now first of all we'll give a datum. For datum I'll just click on my datum feature over here. I'll click on this this plane over here, and I'll click the middle mouse button and it will select datum. Now I double click on this, and now I can give my datum with respect to datum A over here. See that A comes over here. So that is basically how you can use the feature control frame. Surface finish is nothing but you click on surface finish. Okay, generate. Okay, open. Okay, now this is the surface finish that you get over here. I click on this surface, and I'll middle mouse button, and see now we have given the surface finish. If you want any different kind of grouping and everything, variable text over, you can add it over here. The height and proportion, all these can be changed with leaders or without leaders, you can do. And you can add your custom surface finish symbol. Like if you're using a similar surface finish for all your products, you can enter a new one and you can create it. Alright, click on OK. So this is how you give your surface finish. Note, if you have to enter any note over here, I'll just click over here and you can enter whatever note you want. Next we'll talk about symmetry and axis. I click on this one. Now I've chosen it. Oh, why it is not working? Ordinate dimension is nothing but if you want to give a reference, and if you have to create all dimensions using that reference, then that is used for ordinate dimensioning. Symbol, yeah, if you want any kind of symbol, a custom symbol, you can enter it from here. So finally we learn other commands, which are these over here. So reference dimension we have already used. Ordinate dimensions, okay. Balloon, if you want to show any balloon over here, I'll just width leader, okay. So that balloon you can add over here. Chamfer dimensions, like if you have created any chamfers over here, so that can be used for chamfer dimensions. So these were the basic commands for basically, first of all I'll give a draft datum axis, okay. So if I did it wrong, click on cancel. What we'll do is first of all I'll delete this. Now what we'll do is to create symmetry line axis, I'll give a draft datum axis over here. Point on the drawing object, okay. Select a vertex, okay. What we'll do is we'll take any point. We'll take this point and we'll create an axis this way. So yeah, basically I've explained you entire Creo in a small amount of time. So this would help you if you're creating some basic dimensioning on anything it is. You can work with Creo. Alright, thank you.